you want to know my opinion on what I think, just keep on watching. Hey guys, what's good? It's your girl Nisi here and I'm back with another video, and I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to my new subscribers. Make sure your notification bell is on because sometimes YouTube be unsubscribe me y'all, and keep liking, sharing my videos. But yeah guys, in today's video the Klarna, the one and only, buy now, pay later. Word on the street, and especially on TikTok, is that they are going bankrupt. Why, you asked? Because people are not paying the money they owe them. Now, listen, I do pay, but sometimes, your girl might be a bit late, but I don't be as late that they add like late fees and things like that. Currently, I'm owing them like 200. I'll put the picture there, but yeah. With them going bankrupt now, I'm like quite confused. It's like, do I still have to pay, or like, what are we doing right now? But yeah, the TikTok streets are divided. The people that love Klarna and use it all the time and pay back, they're fuming. The people that are owing them stacks of money, they're laughing and they're like, RIP, thank you for your service, but, bye. So I'm gonna roll the clip and I'll be back with my commentary.
You guys see this headline right here? Well, Klarna just announced in Q1 of 2025, they just took a $136 million hit because people defaulted on their buy now, pay later payments. Crazy. If you thought buy now, pay later programs was a way to stretch your cash, think again. Klarna's Q1 losses doubled, and guess what? Your credit score could be next. Every time you miss a late payment, these companies report it, and it follows you for 7 years. 7. This is why having financial literacy is so important, because at least if you swipe now, pay later, you will understand the risk involved. Let's fix your credit before it breaks. I get real results for real people. Hit the link in my bio to schedule your free consultation.
136 million hit is insane. But at the same time, I don't feel sorry for them because I feel like the whole buy now, pay later is just a trap for people who are like working class or on benefits. You know what I mean? I've done 2 videos on this channel. I'll put the picture there. Do check it out after this video, and I'll try and link it at the end of the dangers of, buying now and paying later. With Klarna linking up with DoorDash, which is obviously a food service, and it's just like, I get using Klarna to pay for clothes. People use it to pay for holidays. Like, it depends how much you can get off them. Some people don't even get, like, they apply for it and don't even get accepted. I was like, wow, is it really that deep? For me, I think the most I can get from them is 400, but I've never used 400. But obviously, if you're going on holiday, that's going to be between 1K to 5K. Again, it's those 3 installments that you pay it in. But yeah, I don't feel no type of way. I think it'd be good if they go bankrupt and they're just like gone, because again, a lot of people are drowning in debt with Klarna, ClearPay, all those kind of like services there. So like I said, if you've not seen my previous video on it, therefore give it a watch. It gives you more insight and people's experience with it, and how they're like, some people are literally getting like hunted down, like back to back emails, text messages saying you've missed the payment or do 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 do. So yeah, I feel no ways. Like, this is good news. I'm one of the people that are celebrating, but again, I'm owing them money. So is my debt cleared, or do I still have to pay it? It's funny because I've got 2 payments coming up next week or the week after. So I know with bankruptcy, it doesn't just go like that. You know what I mean? It does take time. But again, a lot of people are just refusing to pay them. So yeah, let's get into some people's reactions.
Why the fuck didn't y'all pay back y'all Klarna debt? Am I the only one that's trying to keep them
Someone's
in
pissed.
business? Are y'all dead ass right now? Klarna am I the I am pissed off, okay? Klarna?
Yeah, she's hella vexed. Like, she's like, am I the only one that wants them to, what I mean, stay in business? Yes. And I don't even get why people use them, like, to that extent that she wants them to stay open. Like, it affects your credit score. And I know some people don't care about their credit score, but where you are now, 5 years time, you're not meant to be in that position. Like, you're meant to be better off in life. So maybe getting a mortgage. I don't know. I'm trying to think what else you need good credit score for. Not getting a car. I wouldn't advise getting like a car note or a car finance. But the only thing I can think of, basically, when they look on your bank statement and they just see like their Klarna or Clear Pay or all those things there, it just shows that you're bad with money. You know what I mean? Like, only people who are bad with money use things like buy now, pay later. Like, because if you've got the money, you would just buy it straight out. And it is really bad for people that use Kalana for groceries and for food, takeout. Like they said, if you don't pay for that burrito, it's not like the debt collectors can come round, knock on your door and be like, yeah, you need to run us the money or we'll take it. Usually when you take out like a car note, if you don't pay it, the repo man comes and takes the car. Well, you're gonna take the burrito that probably went 2 months ago out my stomach. Like, you know what I mean? So people that use it for food, groceries, that doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense getting yourself into debt over a £4, £10 meal. Like, huh? You know what I mean? With the big loans, which I'm gonna show you the woman next, she's got like the highest loan out from Kalana, and yeah, she breaks down on what she spent everything on, and the number is crazy. It's just like the fact that she even got accepted for this number is crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna roll the clip and I'll be back.
I have spent
Have you? At this.
$32,196.23 on a firm in Klarna since 2022. And the big question is, what did I purchase? If you are new here, hi, my name is Diva and I am $107,000 in debt and I am the Affirm and Klarna girl. Yep. When I started this journey, I had $9,500 in debt to Affirm and Klarna. I now have it under $3,000 and we are about to pay off 8 of those suckers next week. But what did I purchase? This is the question everybody always asks. Honestly, everything under the I have done groceries. I have purchased concert tickets. I have purchased Airbnb. I have gotten my car fixed on Affirm and Klarna. All kinds of stuff. I think I've even gotten gift cards for random stuff. You can pretty much purchase anything you want almost on Affirm and Klarna. And I do get questions like Affirm. Yes, I have 12-month plans. I have not purchased on anything on Affirm probably since last February, so it's been almost a year, and a lot of these are finally coming to the end, but also I've paid off a lot. I literally had like 50 of these when I started this journey in May. It's crazy. It's insane. I know what I'm saying is insane. However, I am saving my very last payment on Affirm. It was something that I actually don't regret spending money on. I regret financing it, but it was pretty big and it was a once in a lifetime experience. So I don't regret.
Yeah, guys, sorry about the noise if you hear my kids in the background. Try to tell them I'm filming, but kids. But yeah, for her clip, 32K, like what? Like, I wonder how much they gave her initially. And for her to break down everything she spent it on, she pretty much said everything like everyday things, groceries, of course. She said she bought gift cards, concert tickets. Now listen, if you don't know, I've got concert tickets to see Chris Breezy. I did want to see Kendrick Lamar and SZA, but their prices were crazy. Mary J. Blige, the queen of hip hop and soul, is coming to Manchester. I want to see her. I want to see Keisha Cole. But when it comes to like concert tickets, I'm paying it straight up. Like, there's no way I'm putting that on Kalana. What else did you mention? Your gift cards. So you know what I mean. That's obviously gifts for other people, and it's just like, wait, what? And it's just crazy. Like, the only thing I would say to buying it or rake up that amount of debt would be to do with your mortgage. If you were struggling to make ends meet, well, you can just tell she was just, you know what I mean, just sloppy with her money. And she's like, just put it on my Kalana. And it's just like, it feels like it's free money, but eventually you have to pay this back unless they go bankrupt. You know what I mean? If the whole company shuts down and I guess your debt just gets written off, then happy days. But I highly doubt it. But yeah, I typed in on TikTok who's got the most highest, number using Kalana, and she came up. And yeah, she's got a whole series on her TikTok breaking down how she's paying it off, weekly or monthly by monthly. And it's just like, obviously she's laughing now and stuff, but when you deep it, was it really worth it? You know what I mean? Like I would hate, like I hate any type of debt. So everything I do pay is straight up. Obviously, I'm owing them 200, but what? We're going into June. By the end of June or the latest July, that will be paid off. I never, you know what I mean? Unless it's a finance or, like an iPad, a phone. I only do 2 year contracts. There's different years. You can get 2 years, you can get 18 months, you can get 4 years. I don't, no, I don't like being, in someone's pocket and them hovering over me. Like, as soon as you miss a bit, you're like, oh, you know what I mean? They write you letters and they're sending you text messages, emails, like, oh, you missed a pic. So I can't imagine being in 32K debt. But yeah, like, I feel like the only thing that amount you should be in debt is obviously like healthcare in America and student loan debt. But even then, it's like,
Yo, so word on the street is that Klarna has
rest
filed for
in peace,
bankruptcy.
Claire.
Klarna has just been clarted. And all I want to say to Klarna is thank you. Thank you. You man are a team player. You man are team players, bro. Thank you for keeping us all fresh on a budget. Us man took the first payment and ducked out. Yes, you man, I'm part of you man sometimes and sometimes I'm not. But still, you man did Klarna, you man did that shit for us. You see, Klarna's problem is that you trusted too much. You trusted us way too much. What do you mean I get the clothes after the first payment? Ha! Some man will run away. Some man will jump out quickly with that garment. What? To certain man, if they see a Klarna logo, that shit is like 66% off to them, man. They're only paying a third of the price, really. You know what I'm saying? At that rate, you might as well give the clothes away for free. I swear, I'm sure it's people like that that kept that man in debt, fam. Must have been paying more in debt than they were making in profit. Fucking hell, Klarna, you did that shit for us. You man are the Robin Hood of Gums. You man are the Robin Hood of Gums. Them man are the Robin Hood of Gums, but the hood was robbing them for the Gums. I'm telling you now, cuz the moment your hood saw Klarna, that's the reason why Klarna are in bankruptcy right now. I'm telling you, man. Because ain't nobody feeling the pressure of a debt of Air Maxes. You're not going to pressure me about that. Man's got gas bill, light bill. You fuck your Air Maxes. I've paid what I've paid. You leave me alone. You leave me be. And that's why, man, Klarna won't take it too seriously, man. If Klarna told you, man, bailiff, come to your yard, if you don't, what? If you missed the first payment, we'll come to your yard for the clothes. That's when people would have taken the shit seriously. Klarna, man, you trusted us too much, man. You trusted us way too much.
I love that guy. I follow him on TikTok. He's so funny. But yeah, the Robin Hood of Garms. So he's of Nigerian descent. And if you know about anything about Nigerians and their scamming, I know a lot of them over here must be, buying up the Louis, the Gucci, or the designer, and going back home. Especially when it comes to, Dirty December and they're going to turn up. I can just imagine. But like he says, when they see that Kalana, when they're about to buy that shirt or whatever, it's literally like 60% off, and yeah, like they make that one payment and you never seen them again. So it literally all makes sense why they have to file bankruptcy and why things have not worked out. Like you said, a big thank you, you know what I mean? Man them bought a lot of gums using them, but it's time for you to hit the road, Jack, in it. Like, but it was so funny, like that. Everything he said was on point. I know a couple of man them that would do that. Just make the first payment and they'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? Do you expect me to make the other two pay? Not him mentioning the Nike Air Forces. You know them Londoners, they love their Nike. Like, but yeah. Those Canada grey goose coats. I'm just trying to think of all the things. I'm trying to think all the like tracksuits that people must be buying. It's like, yeah, that one payment's good enough and you never seen them again.
They take the piss. Serve Klarna's right. That's what you get for giving broke people money.
Agreed.
Like, there's a reason why we have credit scores here. Because broke people can't manage money. You could legit go to Mexico in 3 installments. You could buy a house in 3 installments. There's so many things I've bought and I've seen Klarna at the bottom. I'm just like, wow, you really want to do a big one. Now you're shocked that you're bankrupt? Don't be shocked. You gave people free money. You basically stood in the middle of the street and free money. But what I need to know is, if I order something from Klarna now, do I have to pay it back? But bless the company though. They really wanted to, give people an opportunity. And that's what happens when you give people an opportunity. They take the
Listen,
piss.
I agree with her. Serves you right, Kalana. Like, this is what happened when you give the working class and broke people basically free money and options, like free installments. You know what I mean? They should have cut it down to two, because then at least they'll pay, the first one and then they just need the other half. But yeah, I agree with her. Like the fact that you can go to Mexico and all these luxury, like, resort places on Kalana is insane. When I first started using them, I thought it was just for clothes. Then obviously later on came like takeaway food, groceries, holidays, concert tickets, like pretty much anything you buy online now. If you scroll down, you'll most of the time see it there. So yeah, it's their own fault. They really should have just stuck to maybe just clothing, you know what I mean? But like she said, it's literally like someone's just stood outside and they're just handing out. We've seen it in films where people are just throwing money out of the car, out the window. That's what basically Kalana's done, and people are like taking the money and like we ain't paying this back. So yeah, I agree with her. Serves you right.
Corey, how do you always look so bougie? How do you always look so nice when you're on a budget? Let me tell you my secret. Credit card debt, Afterpay, Klarna. Is it the most financially responsible? No, but that's okay because the debt will disappear someday. You can't convince me otherwise that credit card is not just like free cash. You're welcome. Corey.
Bougie on a budget. I know that's right. Again, like you said, is it the best financial decisions he's making? No, but he's YOLO. He's living in the moment. And like you said, one day them debts will clear somehow. Either he pays them off or the company goes bankrupt and it's no longer here. But I agree with him. Do be careful with that because obviously you don't want bailiffs and you don't want your car being repossessed and things like that. But especially if you've got kids and a husband, it can affect them. You don't want like the family car getting taken away, especially if you use that car like every day. You know what I mean? But I hear what you're saying. If you're young, free, and single, YOLO, like you only live once, or wreck it up. You know what I mean? But yeah, financially, if you know what I mean, if you care about your credit score, listen. Once upon a time, when I was in my uni years, I was like him. I didn't give a f about my credit score, but obviously now I'm grown. I've got kids. I want stuff for the future. My credit score, like it matters. But yeah, like he said, if you wanna, turn up and live that bougie life, then just don't pay it. Another recipe.
Hey, shout out Klarna, man, for taking one for the team. Honestly, I'm just seeing some stuff about Klarna going bankrupt. I'm sorry, but shout out Klarna, man. I've used Klarna so many times. I need to check if I've paid some of the stuff still. But yeah, man. Nah, man. They don't need to go out like this, bro. Klarna's going to heaven.
Not Kalana having to take one for the team. I love how he couldn't control his laughter because I logged onto TikTok to find my next topic of videos. I know I just saw Kalana bankruptcy. I was like, wait, what? Like, not in 2025. Like, I know this is the year of like revealing and a lot of stuff are coming out. People are showing their true colors. But I'm like him. I was just laughing and just watching and hearing people's like response and reactions. This is it's too funny, man. Like people are literally running up Kalana and they're just never paying them back. Like, yo. But yeah, like you said, they took one for the team, especially in the hood. Like, listen, if you got accepted for Kalana and you're from the hood, like, yo, they took one for the team.
Klarna is facing bankruptcy. Good. Woo! Should have accepted me 2 years ago, shouldn't you? Because the people that you didn't accept are probably the ones that have kept you out of bankruptcy. You and your high things that you're never accepting anybody. Well, now look. Well, now look. Yeah. I could have kept you afloat. So many times I wanted to use Klarna, but you would never accept me. So 2 years have gone by, and you know what? That's what happens. See? Klarna's like an ex. Let that be an example. When an ex fucks you over, yeah, thinks that you're not good enough for them, yeah? See what happens? Bankruptcy. Yeah? And I'm not praying at anyone's downfall. But that's what happens when you fuck me over.
Tell me you're mad without actually telling me you're mad. So, like he said, he didn't get accepted. And for me, if you don't get accepted for Kalana, I don't know, your credit score must be really bad because they run like a soft credit score check. And maybe you're just owing loads of different companies. Because I'm just like, how do you not get accepted for Kalana? I don't know. But yeah, I'm with him. Like, Kalana's like an ex. Like, when you dump someone and then your ex glows up and then you're looking at them like, oh, damn, I made a mistake. Like he said, you should have accepted me. Maybe if you had me as a customer, you wouldn't be going through bankruptcy right now. So listen, I get it. A lot of people don't get accepted, and it is quite sad because the people they probably should have accepted were the good ones, and the ones that they did accept, they ain't paying back. They're running up the debts. But yeah, his response was so funny about
This is why we can't have nothing, because people like y'all always gotta ruin it for everybody. This don't make no damn sense. So it's been reported that Klarna is actually filing for bankruptcy because they have lost over $150 million because people like y'all that's abusing it for everybody is not paying back y'all debts. This is really hurting the people that really need this the most, especially when it comes to getting groceries and, something like that for their home, like home necessities and whatever. And now you got this going on. This is really like hurting them, because it's always got to be the people that wants to buy a whole bunch of stuff that they don't need and just run off with the plug. I'm not even sure if this service even gonna be here for a while, because I don't even know, since there is so much in debt because people are not paying back what they owe. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys heard what Klarna is. It's like one of those services where you can buy now, pay later kind of deal. Now I use it a couple times though, but I didn't use it as much because I always pay my stuff in full price. I ain't have no problem with that. So, but it's just really the people that's actually taking effect with this, because when things, especially the economy it is right now, how the economy is right now, is making it hard for individuals that's having a hard time getting stuff like for their house and anything like that. And you got people that's trying to mess it up for everybody. So I'm not even sure how long this service is even going to be available, because this is really messed up for a lot of people. Now, I'm not sure how this actually goes, but I do believe what they need to do is that if you have like a large debt amount that you owe, you should be automatically banned from even using this service until you pay all your debts, because it's not fair for the people that wants to use the app and they can't able to use it right now because they had to file for bankruptcy. So I'm not sure how that goes. Like I said, I only used it a couple times, but I do believe that the people that's been abusing the system, they should not be able to use this service until they pay off their debts.
yeah, it's always people like you spoiling it for everybody else. Not me. I pay my debts. No, listen, I hear what she's saying. Like, just with anything, there's always bad people who abuse the system or anything that's good. When Kalana first came out, it was good, but then again, even they started doing little sketchy stuff. So overall, I don't think it's a good thing. So again, the working class people on lower income that need it, you have to go back to basics. Like, how was you coping before? I know we're living in hard times, a cost of living, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just not good because, again, a lot of people from the previous videos I've done, people are getting themselves into a deeper hole and getting into debt. So I hear what she's saying. Like, if you move into a new place, you can use Kalana to get items in your house. Like, with stuff like that, I get it. But when it comes to groceries and stuff, no. And like she said, she pays her stuff full out, like she ain't got no problem. That's everyone, like everyone used to be like that. We need to go back to basics. So rest in peace to Kalana. I feel no ways. And yeah, they need to cut it. Like it needs to go.
Said they about to stop fooling with y'all and stick to the rivers and the lakes that they used to. Huh? Klarna said they about to stop fooling with y'all and stick to the rivers and the lakes that they used to. Apparently, Klarna is in over $150 million in debt because people ain't paying their goddamn bills. Huh? Now, if y'all don't know, Klarna is just like anything else. Also like credit cards and things of that nature. Klarna said shit ain't doing good. Huh? They said they already in the hole 99 mil in this first little quarter of the year. Huh? Said it's already a 17% spike from last year. And guess what? They taking polls and stuff and everybody's saying shit. It's almost all the time that I pay my goddamn bill late. I just incur the fee. But the problem is the fees ain't coming back and Klarna says she ain't rocking with y'all right now. I don't know. How do y'all pay y'all bills? I don't even mess with stuff like that because of the interest rate. And if that's the case, I might as well just use a credit card. But most of the time when you use Klarna, that's somebody who credit already shot. And they know that Klarna not going to put it on their credit. So guess what? They going to go ahead and go for what they know, huh? The jig is up. They said if y'all don't start paying back, well, Klarna going to have to close their doors. And we know a lot of y'all can't afford that because y'all buying groceries on Klarna. That's a little too far for me. I don't know what y'all think. Y'all think Klarna should have goddamn stuck to the rivers and lakes that they used to? or y'all want them to stay around? Let me know in the
I love
comments.
that man. I've used a couple of his clips in my videos. He's so funny. All I can say is, don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lands that you used to. He's so funny. He's always just got a little sing along in his videos. But yeah, can you please tell me why that number is larger than what I said at the beginning of this video? He said 150. Listen, the last time I used Klarna was like 2 days ago. I'm still. I told you guys at the beginning of this year that I'm stopping with Sheen. The addiction is still there, guys. Like I'm trying, but no, I can officially say I feel like I'm done. Summer, like it's not even clothes. It's just little stuff. Like I've ordered sunglasses. It's just little stuff that I've bought now that the sun, like Manchester, the weather's been booming recently and we're not used to it. So I've had to like, bucket hats for the kids. Just little stuff. I'm just, and when you get it, it's just like, yeah, you don't really need the stuff, but you got it anyway. I did get a lot of fidget toys because my son is autistic. So it's been mostly for my kids, but again, it's the little stuff. It's like going to the pound shop. You go to the pound shop, all that ish adds up when you get to the till. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think they can beat this and they don't end up going bankruptcy? Are people gonna start paying back what they owe? Again, I've got 2 payments coming up, so obviously I'm gonna pay that. Even with this whole bankruptcy, I've not got an email or a heads up because usually, like when I've lent money in the past, if they've been bankruptcy or they're going through difficulties, you usually get an email. I know this is in America, this Klarna, it's not the one in the UK. So it's funny how a lot of UK people are laughing and kikiing it up, and it's like it's not for us, it's more for the Americans. But yeah, let me know if you've used Klarna or any, afterpay service. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.